Hi everyone, me again, riding through Smyrna, actually in the Vinings area, making a little cut through back over, kind of sort of near the house. They're doing some paving here, and as you can see, they've got the pavement all grooved up to accept the new pavement. Got the asphalt trucks here. Woo! Kind of dusty. They need to take a broom through here and sweep this. This asphalt's not going to adhere. They've got too much dust on it. And that's who's making the dust right there. That was the grooving machine. But that's okay too. And go that way. And anyway, well, see where I can find my way out of here. They're going to have to route me around, I guess, because of all the stuff going on. But what I was going to chat about was we had a little problems with the internet this morning and last night and this morning. It's running really slow, and it does it from time to time, and you call them and they say, okay, we'll fix it, and 5 minutes after you get off the phone with them, it's fixed. So it's no big deal. But I decided I'd watch a movie I hadn't watched in a while, and I dug out an old movie, and I won't tell you what it is right off the bat. I'll see if you guys can pick out what it is by one of the main characters. And it's a line that is said throughout the series. It's a series of 3 movies, and it's real good series. I really like it. It's based on a book, but the line that's always repeated in the movie is, "Who is John Galt?" Now, some of you guys know immediately who I'm talking about. Some of you may not. I don't know that I would, if I hadn't watched the movie recently, I don't know if it would automatically spring into my head either. But it was a book that I was required to read when I was in school, and not to keep you in suspense too much longer. The name of the book is Atlas Shrugged, and it's made into a series of 3 movies, which I highly recommend. They're very enlightening. But the reason I wanted to mention it was this book was written quite a while ago. I don't know when it was written. If I was in school in the 70s and was reading it then, so it's probably written in the 50s or 60s. It's a really interesting book. I didn't get as much out of the book in school because I was being forced to read it, but the movie brought out they did a really good job on the movie, and they brought out a lot of really good important points. And I don't know about you, but I generally get something out of a movie, even a real stinker. Something will come to me, something that I'll remember. It'll click, or it'll gel with something I'm thinking, or what I'm feeling. And I don't want to give anything away. If you want to, you certainly get the movies. I won't give really that much away. But the basis of the book is, what happens when a society starts punishing the producers and rewarding the consumers? In other words, taking the hard-earned and intellectual and physical property of people who invent things and start businesses and manage things, and giving them to people that are definitely needy people. Don't get me wrong there, the people are definitely in need, but takes from the one and gives to the other. The reason I think it's important is this was written so long ago now, and yet it could have been written today based on what I see here in America today. You see college students crying for, we need our protected space. We have to take away your right to free speech, because we feel offended, or we've got to tax you at an exorbitant rate so that we can give the money to people who don't have jobs or aren't working or aren't willing to work. It's just one of those things. I don't know how you feel about it, but I have compassion for people that are on bad times. I've been on bad times. But if you're talking about giving somebody something that needs it, that's called charity. And if you take what you need to give to them from somebody else, that's called theft, or like the government likes to call it, taxation. Now, I'm not going to get all wound up about this thing, but it's a real interesting movie. And there's more to it than that. There's a real philosophy behind it, and the basic philosophy is you know, what I work for is mine. It's mine and my family's, and I can do with it what I want to. And that I will expect no man to give me what he has produced that he doesn't want to give me. And that's again, that's part of it. You know, I don't know. I can't sum up the whole movie. It was 3 movies, so it was, you know, a good 5-6 hours of stuff there. So you know, check it out. I think you'll like it. I think you'll find it's interesting. I did. You know, just one of those things that you come across every now and then. I like some of these houses. We've seen them before. I'm back in the Vinings area, just aimlessly riding around because they messed me up with the paving. But I'll find my way out of here in a bit. So anyway, what do you think about that? You know, I mean, I know a lot of you guys I talked to have made comments about how you think that so few people are participating now in you know, in the economy. You know, here in America, almost, I think it's right at half of the people in the United States do not work. They're not working. The other 50% is having to produce everything, and they're taxed on it, and that helps support the other half. Now, part of it has to do with we've had a recession, and we have some incredibly horrible economic policies that have been instituted. But you know, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have a job. I mean, well, I'm retired, but the reason that I was able to retire is because I worked my whole life. I've worked all kinds of jobs. I've never sat, you know, collecting a check, waiting for something to come up. I mean, you know, I'd find something. You know, my wife always says, "Yeah, if nothing else, we'll get us a lawnmower. We'll go cut some grass, you know, in the neighborhood, you know, something." But anyway, I'm getting off the subject. But what do you think? Are you familiar with the book? Have you seen the movies? I highly recommend them. I don't think they're on Netflix right now. I have the hard copies because I like the movie so much. When I saw it the first time several years ago, that I thought I'm going to keep a copy of this just to remind me of what the whole point of it was. All right, guys. Well, see if I can find my way out of the neighborhood here. You guys take care. Bye-bye.